Hello, welcome back to Wendy's Way. Wanted to come on today and make a recording without one specific topic. I've set up camera and microphone here with my desktop, and I thought that Romeo and I would come on and just tell you about what we've been up to during this coronavirus social distancing voluntary isolation stage of our lives. Romeo is my 18-year-old cockatiel. He's been with me for a couple months, so we're still getting to know one another. I know that he's not a big fan of hair, so I should have tied it back today if I wanted him to sit on my shoulder. It's all right. You can go down now. Because he's not a fan of hair and he's not a fan of fingers. So when I take him out, I wear sleeves. And they get dirty because he's a bird. And obviously he's not potty trained because I think that's pretty much impossible. Anyhow, I've been spending wonderful time with Romeo, getting to know him, getting to figure out how best to release him from his condo, how best to return him to his home, because not only is my house new to him, but the cage that he lives in is new to him as well. So we've been enjoying our time together and figuring things out. He's a pretty smart bird. He ate veggies for me first try, which is pretty amazing. And the last 2 days that I've had him out, he has voluntarily returned to his home. And I almost wanted to do a backflip because we have been struggling with that. So things are much better in that way. My 4 little dogs are more than happy that my son is home from college. He's been home. Oh, sorry. When the bird shakes, it snows cockatiel. And sometimes he makes me sneeze. Ah, the dogs are very happy that my son is home from school. He's able to complete his classes for the rest of the semester online, and that is a blessing. So not only is he continuing his education from home, I have him here every day to share with me in what he's learning. And he is currently completing his master's in divinity at the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky. So I have been learning more about theology in the Bible than I ever knew, and it's just been incredible. We've just had more great time together, because the longer you spend with someone, the more you learn about them. You know, I tell you he's my son, but he didn't come into my life until he was 22. And so we're still learning about each other. But we have experienced a lot of pretty dramatic things together and a lot of really funny things together. And so our bond just continues to grow and it's beautiful. What else can I share with you? I should be consistent with my videos on YouTube because I am home 24/7. And I haven't been. It's different. And I've never been able to hold myself to a schedule which is self-imposed. Now, during this break, I have a schedule set for Zoom meetings for the school with the teachers and the other associates. I have Zoom meetings on schedule for church, for the um, the other deacons and the elders, the pastor. And I'm hoping to set up a Zoom meeting potentially for my family supper that I've been missing so much on Tuesday nights. We'll see how I can get that going, but I have done some video chatting on Facebook using the video phone option instead of texting on Messenger, which has been kind of nice. Sorry, I think I have a little Romeo feather in my eye. Wearing a lot less makeup when I'm not leaving the house every day, tell you that. Um, I think I have found the perfect hairstyle for me in that, when I showered yesterday, I put my hair in a ponytail and I wore it tied up and pulled the rubber band out of it last night when I went to bed. When I got up this morning and ran a pick through it, this is what it looked like. And, this is what I want my hair to look like when I wear it down. So, how cool is that? It just falls into place after being in a ponytail when wet. Sitting here in this beautiful natural light, my hair really looks a lot more gray than it does when I look at it in a mirror, which is awesome because I was giving consideration to going blonde again or something like that just because I have the time. So, probably won't do that. Just pray with me that it actually goes white instead of just mousy gray. All right. Lou has been baking and cooking, and we've been working together on other projects. I have tables and shelves full of garden seeds started and now growing. The tomatoes have started growing. I haven't seen any peppers sprout yet, but they should be germinating soon. I also have seeded huckleberries that should grow like a bush in my container, and ground cherries and eggplant. Today is the 15th of April, so that is approximately typically the last potential day for a hard freeze or for a frost here in Northeast Iowa. And by the forecast, at least for the next week, we're still going to be quite cool, but they aren't showing anything under 32 degrees. So get a little warmer and I'll be back out there rejuvenating the soil in my rain gutter grow system and getting ready to plant. That'll be exciting. I've been continuing on with crochet. I know I've been threatening to release videos and I haven't kept up with it, but I have 2 more baby blankets that are almost done. I procrastinate well. One of them I still need to steam block 3 of the 4 squares and film that to show you my steam blocking. It's not perfect, but on this one anyway, the acrylic yarn, the stitch pattern is all post crochet, treble front post on the mosaic granny square pattern, and so it's quite thick. So I may end up, I've blocked it from one side. I may turn it over and block it from the back as well. That might be what I need to do because the yarn is so dense in that stitch pattern. The other one that I've been working on, I was ready for the border rows and I thought I had withheld enough yarn to put the border on it. And I found out last night after attempting 3 times, I didn't withhold enough yarn. So I need to go to my stash and match the color if I can. If the texture is anywhere close, it'll work just fine. If I can't match it, then I'll have to get some, but I'm pretty sure I can. It's about a royal blue. Not quite bold royal blue, but I ought to be able to match it. Anyhow, what else? Boy, I don't know. I do want to invite everyone to engage on my channel if you wish. I had a viewer ask me a question on a crochet video that I made approximately a year ago. And, I was just starting out. I'm no teacher. I rarely follow a pattern. And without going back and watching the video all over again myself, I could not have adequately responded to her question. Another viewer came in and was able to respond to her question very clearly and very concisely. And she was even able to name the stitch that I didn't know what the name was. And I thanked her for it, and she apologized for stepping in. I said, no, that's what it's all about. We're YouTube content creators. It doesn't make us professionals. It doesn't make us perfect teachers. We're just humans out here sharing the things that we're passionate about. I'll never be polished, I'm sure, in my presentation. The day I stop learning is the day I stop breathing. So let's all do this together. Let's enjoy it. Let's have fun with it. And let's love on one another. I have a bird sleeping on my forearm. This is exciting stuff. Oh, and I think I left my phone in the bedroom because I just heard it go off. That's a good thing, isn't it? All right. If there's anything else you want to see, anything you want to hear about, anything you want to learn about me or my animals, I will again apologize for not continuing as of yet on my Bible 365. But now that I have the mic and camera set up on my computer, it will likely be easier to do that than what I was doing previously. I hope. So I am not giving up on it. I'm just procrastinating really well during this more relaxed season in my life. All right. Romeo and I, yeah, I woke him up. Romeo and I would like to say thank you for joining us here at Wendy's Way. And may the good Lord who blesses us each and every day of our lives bless you as well, today and always. Amen.